shit, fucking up.
Shit, speaking of,
what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IDK Sports Podcast, your premium sports podcast, talking sports with the average guys. Like always, you can catch us anywhere. But first, I'll introduce my cast, our cast, the crew, the group. You know what I'm saying? Got me. My name is Anthony. Follow me at Anthony E. Great on Instagram and all socials. Yes, got my man Kenny at Finessing the Gram.
What's happening?
You know what I'm saying? He invited everywhere but Japan. But we ain't gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He back this pod. He missed the last pod. Had to put a suspension on him.
They put me on administrative leave, y'all. Just you ain't let me get my apology letter out first.
You know what I'm saying? Well, we here though. You know what I'm saying? HR call. You know what I'm saying?
Take a couple pods off.
Had something to sit it out. You know what I'm saying?
Break, man. Shit ain't fair, but you know, it's all love, man. It's all love. Just know sometimes when this pod energy get going, you never know what's in the back of your mind. So you just might just say things, but they don't make it right. So anybody offended, I sincerely apologize.
Clean it up.
I'm sure. The police store open. It was open this weekend. The police store was open, and hopefully they accept it. So I know when I'm wrong. I'm a man. I can tell you when I'm wrong. I was wrong. So apologies due.
That's what it's all about, growth, man. Still ain't invited to Japan. But
none.
You know what I'm saying? Then, like I got a new podcast member. You know what I'm saying? Wizard Kelly himself. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
No face, no case.
You know what I'm saying? No face.
And doing numbers.
Yeah.
So, mind you, I'm on suspension. My dog doing numbers. Shout out to my dog Rob.
Stepped out. You know what I'm saying? Stepped out to the bright lights. Ron stepped up.
Sometimes
you gotta pop out the show. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't back in this Wizard Kelly spot. No face, no case. But yeah, Ron is here. You know what I'm saying? We got another pod. Don't forget you catch us anywhere. Get your podcast at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon. Catch us on YouTube every Monday at 5 p.m. So you can listen to it, you know what I'm saying, more than once. You're in your car, you know what I'm saying? Don't even got to watch the video. You know what I'm saying? Just watch it, you know. Listen to it. You're on a flight, you know what I'm saying? The flight's got canceled. Could have been watching IDK. Exactly. I was stuck in the airport anyway.
You know what I'm saying? IT was out anyway.
Yeah, couldn't get a refund. Crazy.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was wild. But you know what I'm saying? This is your premium spot to talk sports with the average guys. Let's jump right into it, man.
What we doing?
I know everybody talked about it. I was talking about it last pod, heavy. You know what I'm saying? I am the new head coach of New Mexico University. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ranked number 10 in the nation right now, bringing good boys in. Good program. Clean program. Clean program, good program. You know what I'm saying? We got all the NIL. But I might get you on with local chicken spot. You know what I'm saying?
Here's chicken.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters, bro. But NCAA football. Not NCAA football. EA Sports college football. Not NCAA. College football dropped on Monday if you had the early access, but now it's out to the masses now on Friday. And everybody, you know what I'm saying, that wanted had a good time to play it. I've been playing it since Monday, nonstop. You know what I'm saying? I ain't played no 2K. Ain't playing no MLB, ain't playing nothing.
There's been a lot of girls' nights out at the club this past weekend.
Oh, yeah, I'm inside.
The boys was in the crib. The boys was in the crib locked in. Mind you, you got your crew out the way, you know, road to glory. You know what I'm saying? All freshman team. You feel me? All freshmen, Sunbelt, JMU, what's up? You know what I'm saying? We're all freshmen. And I got the Thorpe in my freshman year. You know what I'm saying? Doing big things. But I'm in that transfer portal, though. You know that? I'm in that transfer portal.
Yeah, for real.
But I want to Death Valley next year.
But yeah, the game. Wow. the game came out, man. It's not Madden at all. So if you're a Madden player, and the people out here complaining about it, I can tell you're a Madden player. You never played NCAA before. It's a faster moving game.
True.
It's very realistic to me, especially if you're playing on All-American or Heisman. I started on All-American. I done graduated to Heisman now. You know what I'm saying? It's a real game. Like, I'm going to speak for Dynasty mode. I did do Road to Glory. I did Underdog. That shit was hard. I said I'll come back to it. I did Dynasty mode, and it's really like if you play a team that's supposed to be better than you, it's not like you can glitch. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you can glitch your way through it. Like, you got to. The defensive line ain't gonna get no push. Offensive line can't block that well. Receivers not gonna get open. You're not gonna be able to tackle as good. Like, it's really a more to me a more realistic game. Some people say, "Oh, my offensive line will never block." Well, you got 3 seconds. Get the ball out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Playing against a better team, play quick game. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be always just waiting, holding the ball like in Madden, and just want to use pass home and throw the ball down the field. Not in this game. You know, not in this game. It's 1, 2, 3. You better let it go. You know what I'm saying? That's what we teach out there in New Mexico. You know what I'm saying? That's what we teach out there.
Nah, man, I can add on to that. So even in like Road to Glory, right? That's been my main bag since copping on Friday. So in Road to Glory, it's like full user controls, right? So the timing of it, even I think I mentioned I'm a defensive back for my Road to Glory. The tackling, difficult. The man-to-man coverage, difficult. Playing zone, it's all real life. Well, for those that play sports or have a sports background, it's all like low-key realistic.
And the ratings matter. Your rating matters.
Exactly. So it's like your deficiencies, it will show. Your timing, it will show. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't shy to tell you. I restarted my games a couple times. Exit right out that bad boy. All stacks, no L's. You know what I'm saying? I ain't too proud to beg because, hey, I ain't on that all-conference team for no reason. We started that game. But all jokes aside, it's more realistic. I think the timing, the pace of the game, like I said, it's full user controls. When you got your character, your avatar, whatever you want to call them, and he's trying to make a play, those misses are by a wide margin just because you are fully engaged with your user, with your avatar. Yeah. So knocked it out the park. And that
for a game that's been gone this long.
Exactly. Knocked it out the park, and night and day for those that's been buying Madden year after year after year after year, been getting kind of the same game, just a new level.
Same game since what, 2022?
For sure.
The last few years.
Madden has not been, and this coming from somebody, I've been playing Madden since 99.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a gamer. I've been playing, man. I brought Madden in college with me. You know what I'm saying? That's how, you know what I'm saying? That's how we became friends. So talk about it.
Not too much, though. Not too much.
You know what I'm saying? We became friends. Shout out to JD, too. He know you be listening. You know what I did on NCAA 14. You know what I did.
Talk to him.
They know what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's how it can, like I think this game is meant a lot for a lot of people because, like, you know what I'm saying, brought us back. It brought me back in the dorm room, playing the game, winning the Thorpe Award. They filling up my trophy case in my game. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool, though. It's peace, I guess.
I was going crazy.
Like, dude's like, yo, when you getting off the sticks, off of your sticks to play on my road to glory. But it's cool to go. It's cool. We don't talk about the past. But,
that boy triggered.
You know what I'm saying?
That boy triggered.
But, nah, it's just a good game. And I like how they made the difficulty up. Like, it's not like as far as like my time at New Mexico, it's not like on your first season, I could just put a lot of points in and recruit a 5-star. Mm-hmm. They won't even talk to you. I can have a 3-star on the hook. I talked to you earlier.
Yeah. On
the hook. Recruit. Schedule a visit. Recruit. Arizona State came off from scholarship. He went to Arizona State. That's like, I hated it at the moment because I'd be in that field. You know what I'm saying? But you know what it is.
Yeah.
But I like that because that's like some realistic stuff. Like you can have a bigger school come take your recruit, and then you just got to recruit. Shout out to the people that use schools in Florida and Georgia, like Georgia State, Kennesaw State, FIU, FAU, UCF, all of them. I heard like that recruiting is hard. I heard in Virginia, these OU, that Tidewater, like they have different pipelines on Dynasty mode, where like the recruiting is real. Like it's like if you ain't this level of program, don't be talking about no 4-stars. You get that 3 to 1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like Kenny said, man, they hit out the park, man. I ain't gonna do nothing but get better. I love the gameplay. I like the gameplay. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of the unrealistic blocking and the glitches. And everybody knows the Madden glitches that they plays that always work. The adaptive AI in this, you can actually turn it up too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't let you run the same play over and over. Like, I turn them up to aggressive. So like my adaptive AI, if I like run a mesh play, or inside zone, they're not gonna let me run that through. They're gonna change their defense to stop that. So you actually gotta use your playbook. And you can't just run the same play over and over. Everybody know how mad it is. You run the same play.
Yeah, and you know where to find it. Yeah, you know where to
the
find
same
it.
glitch.
Yeah.
Run to the side, throw the crossing route. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all playing Madden.
Right.
But yeah, I think they're not that part.
Yeah, and just to stick with Madden for just a second, this is kind of thing you need, right? Just to kind of push the envelope, I think, too. Where I think for years, or since NCAA been in the can for a while, Madden just been able to get away with just copy paste. There hasn't been nothing on the marketplace that competed with it. Like even back when we was coming up, I think back then there was like an ESPN NFL game. There was NFL 2K, something like that. You know what I'm saying? At some point, again,
people still play that. That's a good
right.
game.
Excuse me, because I might be getting the titles wrong, but you guys feel what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like there was at least some competition on the marketplace for the game, or just for football in general. But for years, it's just been Madden. And
Madden and 2K.
They've been good with just getting by with just because we know what at least the bare minimum of what we gonna sell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants the updated roster, so they can release it just how they choose to. They're gonna get this minimum buys. It's gonna be just enough to redo it again next year. So at least with introducing NCAA, so introducing NCAA football, or excuse me, EA football.
EA college football.
Thank you. Introducing that you at least introduce another player in the field.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this can inspire others, or like other, I don't know, company or whatever, or maybe they get into basketball.
But it's EA though.
You know
EA does Madden.
Yeah.
So why don't they just talk to the college people and say, how do I make my game better?
Right.
That's all. It ain't that hard. EA does the same game. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing with it. And even more with Madden, kind of like shifting off Madden, and I'm like, I'm gonna have, you know what I'm saying? You got something else you want to say about it?
Yeah, just real quick. So even in that period, when they just able to get away with just copy and paste with Madden, they open up, other games as well. NHL, MLB The Show. Those games got a lot more UFC. Those UFC games, like those games got a little bit more engagement.
Drop too.
Thank you. So it's like, all right, where are we going to spend our money at? We know we're going to get these numbers here from Madden.
Yeah.
Those haven't budged too much, so we can live off that. But other games that they put, other sporting games that they push out, like the ones I mentioned, they pour into those games, and it's obvious. And they're actually on like trilogies. I think UFC is on like 5 now. You know what I mean?
UFC is a good game. Undisputed coming back. The one I think that took it, just speaking of gaming in general, that's why you see a lot more cats out here. Used to be when I was growing up, and y'all correct me wrong, you used to have cats play just sports games, and then you had the cats that played the other games.
Right.
Now you got so many people playing all kind of games.
Right.
I've been playing games I ain't never.
Facts.
You first. Madden,
2K,
That's
college football.
and Call of Duty. Yeah,
I might throw in a Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Or a SOCON if you're a real one, if you remember. Hey,
I'll
be in that field. You know what I'm saying? SOCON was a real one. But a lot of people don't know about that. That's the Navy SEALs game.
Yeah.
That's that PlayStation 2, 3. SOCON. I'll put SOCON over any Call of Duty game. Besides 2 of them. 2 Call of Duty. SOCON was like Modern Warfare and Black Ops, the first one.
Yeah.
Black Ops hard. But like I was saying though, I think the biggest culprit of taking advantage of folks because they knew it wasn't much in the sports realm.
Yeah.
Excuse my family, they don't want to, they don't want to see me succeed. 2K, bro. When Ronnie found out he could put them in-game sales in the game, I think personally 2K don't. That's why 2K after a while they sell the game for like $30.
Yeah.
They don't care
after a few months.
because 2K, my player mode 2K15, you had to grind your VC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had before 2K, you had to grind to get VC, and you used to get it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't cost that much to get stuff. Now those get body weight $10.99.
Right. Pay like $200 and get a bunch of VC. Yeah.
Get a bunch of VC, right? And the archetypes wasn't like all this extra stuff. Usually he was a slasher shooter, a stretch 4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had this regular archetype, but I think 2K really took over in a bad way the sports community because they had the my player mode, and that was real big because college football was going, college basketball was going. So my player, when my player first came out, it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2K, what is that? 2K13, 2K15 is still my favorite 2K.
Who's on the cover of that one?
I forgot, but 2K15 had a better gameplay,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Now, like the gameplay's not good at all, but like 2K really took over and said, "Hey, we can make money in game,"
Right.
and they just took off with it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you think of,
Yeah.
but you think of how much people spend on 2K.
Yeah.
If you got 5 bills and you pay to get your bill 99, 500 is what? 200 times 5 is.
Well, I don't do math.
Ain't that 1,000?
Oh, it's 1,000. Yeah.
It's a rack, right? That's a rack. On top of a $70 game.
Right.
Because you probably bought the deluxe pack. Even though if I do buy the game, I might get the one with Asia on it too, just to support it.
Gosh, she's the first WNBA cover athlete, right?
Yeah, gotta support
big.
it. But like, I really think, I hope that college, like Kenny said, this game opens up the sports game world. Because MLB got a good game. The show, it's an amazing game.
Right.
NHL is pretty good too.
It's coming too.
But I hope that like now, especially Madden, has looked themselves in the mirror and be like, yo, I need to.
They gotta go back to the drawing board.
But see, that's the thing I was about to add too to Ann's point was that for this last, I should say at least 3 years, this Ultimate Team thing they've been pushing is more so for like the online gamers, the streamers, the ones that's gonna post to I forgot that app was called. But
Twitch.
That's gonna post to Twitch
or go live streaming.
Exactly. So like you was mentioning with in-game purchases for those player cards, they make their money like that.
Yeah.
Just like what we was mentioning with 2K. So, and I'm still believing no matter how many buys games get moving forward, no matter what adaptive AI, any updates they do, that we're just gonna go to a streaming base anyway for games. I think the days of just buying one flat rate for a game is gonna come to an end here soon.
I think GTA gonna be the first one.
Right, where
they're gonna be like a pay to play.
Yeah, exactly. He's like anytime you log in, like it's gonna be a monthly membership. You see it now with like PS Plus.
Yeah.
What the Xbox got a
Xbox.
We got Game Pass.
Game Pass. Yeah.
Right. So like, so I know just for speaking from a PlayStation owner is that PS Plus you pay for like a $10 service.
$79.99 annually.
Yeah.
$9.99 a month.
Right. Just and you can just add games whenever, however you see fit, or whatever ones they make available to you, and for trials as well. So after a while, you're gonna make your money. You're gonna make more than any sales price you can at the end of the day. So which is just keeping that revolving dollar coming in. But the game's gotta be better. Period. For that to happen.
And then we can move on. You know what I'm saying after this, but like I think NCAA brought back this. People that just want to like casual gamers. Like I'm older now, bro. I ain't got time. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all stay up all night and do it.
Yeah.
I don't game like that no more. So me being able to get on and play a single player mode that's good is for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't always want to get online with my team or get online and be in the park or something like that. Sometimes I want to play a franchise mode.
Exactly.
A dynasty mode or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple games in and play. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting there grinding out a whole season in a night. No disrespect to nobody that streams or nothing like that. But I think the games forgot about the person that just casually plays.
Right.
Now it's like it's all competition based. Well, y'all good. Some y'all trash. You know what I'm saying? Just putting it out there. That's hey.
Put your gamer tag out. Drop your gamer tag.
Right. Because I'll be in that figure.
But let's keep. I think I'm saying overall, I give it an A.
Yeah.
It always can improve. I think.
Any critiques?
Some of the critiques is I don't really have because the gameplay is nice to me. I do think if you play on a certain level, see some of y'all playing on varsity and stuff like that.
Heisman.
You know,
Heisman that money or All American.
Yeah,
All American
Heisman. If you play All American Heisman, I think it gives you a real experience. Only critique I have is they did a good job with the atmospheres too, though.
Yeah,
I ain't played Road to Glory that much, so I don't know about Road. I think the play calling in Road to Glory sometimes F's you up, especially on the offensive side. If you're on a run heavy team, you're a quarterback. It can be like 2nd and 8. And your coach still calling the power O.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't audible or nothing like that. You know You know what I'm saying? Because you don't got a game to coach to trust. That's one critique is some of the AI play calling.
Yeah, it's still very like systematic as far as how they use the or was it controller opposite or whatever you want to call them.
And then on Dynasty Mall, I wish they had a better substitution method, like on the fly, because wear and tear is a big part of the game. But like you can like if you run your player too much in the game, like they'll get hurt, like sit out for a while. Besides that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really got no critiques.
I'm used to calling it VC, so let's just call it VC for this. With your skill points, the way you earn skill points, I think it could be a little bit more advantageous.
Mm-hmm.
Just a tad bit easier to accrue, but other than that, give it an A. Give it an A. Stars across the board.
All right, so moving on to another topic that happened. How y'all feel about USA basketball, man?
I was loving the first few games, but this most recent game they had with South Sudan, that scared me. We only won by 1 point.
And they scored 99.
Yeah. And LeBron had 40 years old, about to be 40 years old, had to carry us in the second half. I don't know. I think the team's going to be straight. I think we're going to be fine, but I think there's a wake-up call to the coaching staff, mainly Steve Kerr. Late game substitutions are questionable, and clearly it showed because we should have beat South Sudan. I give them credit.
Nah.
They was good, but
clear up.
Hey, but
you already man.
This ain't brother. Ain't no South Sudan, maybe one day I come out there, I got love for y'all. So, but I'm just saying, we're supposed to be the best in the world, and we ain't play like it. So that was a wake up call for us.
It was.
What y'all think?
It was like an eye opener. Like, this is South Sudan. First time ever being in the Olympics.
Yeah. Only been independent for 13 years.
Yeah. So now, what do we do when we see Germany? We're playing Germany in the exhibition, I think tomorrow or tonight, maybe one or two. It's Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't see it Sunday, play Monday. What happened when we play Germany? What happened when we play Luka and them? What happened when we play? You love Spain, bro. You said that last time.
Bro,
USA Germany
not a good team.
Yeah, USA Germany is Monday. So when this drops, you'll be able to see it.
You'll be able to see it. Watch this first though. When it's competition, like when you see Canada again, when the competition is
Canada's nice.
I still think we win the gold. I didn't expect LeBron to have to play this hard with the other players. You got Jason Tatum coming off a championship. You got Drew Holiday, defensive guy. KD is hurt, I know, but still got Ant-Man. Yeah. You got Devin. Like, LeBron should have to carry this team.
Right.
I didn't see Embiid play that much, though, in this game.
Yeah. They went with a different lineup.
Bam and AD played a lot.
Yeah.
But isn't this the period, and correct me if I'm wrong, isn't this the period where you kind of still finding, like, that identity for your team, right?
Oh, for sure.
Or, like, that balance.
Yeah, but you playing a team that ain't – this their first time, like, 13-year independent, first time ever competing in the playoffs. Competing in the Olympics.
Who's to say that they ain't show up to the court that night saying, "Hey, bro, we got respect, but we got South Sudan tonight."
You should, and you should show up like that and still beat them by 20. The fact that it wasn't even the fact they only beat them by 1 is my biggest thing. Where they scored 99 points with no defense. They would get to the hole whenever they wanted.
Yeah, right.
I mean, they were shooting lights out, and we couldn't hit nothing. So, I mean, LeBron had to, go into...
I had, 25 a game?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, he was in his vintage LeBron bag, but I think when we play Germany, I think we'll be fine. I think that was a wake-up call we need. I'm glad that it's still exhibition games, because...
what happened to pool play?
Yeah, pool play, that would be rough, but I think we'll make the necessary judgments. I mean, we're switching the lineup every single game, too. So what's like Kenny said, so every we're just playing with the lineup, seeing what works.
So everybody, like the starters, everybody, whatever starters.
Yeah.
What's the main lineup? The lineup where it's like, this is my lineup that I'm having clutch time ready to go. Who y'all got in that lineup?
Good question. So I'm liking what AD does. I'm liking Bam.
So
80 I'll put, AD likes playing the 4, so AD at the 4. Bam's going to be an undersized center, but I think Ant-Man got to start. So he'll probably.
No, I mean, I'm talking about start. I'm talking about like when it comes down to it, like you know, how, like teams like that main rotation that they play, that main lineup. What's that main lineup? It ain't got to be starters, just that main lineup.
I still think those three, like I said, Bam at the 5, AD at the 4, Ant-Man at the 3. No, actually, LeBron at the 3, Ant-Man at the 2, and then you got to put Steph at point guard.
At the 1?
At the 1. Or you could interchange Steph with Drew, but I'd rather have Steph.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd rather have Steph be point because in clutch time, you need Steph for that for a bucket. So
no Embiid, no KD.
Nah, I don't think Embiid fares well on our team in late game moments. He fouled out that first game, and I think he hasn't found his groove yet to be able to be there in the clutch moments. So I'd rather go with like more versatile bigs like AD and Bam versus Joel Embiid.
I can see that. What do you got?
Similar. So Curry, I'm gonna go Booker instead of Ant-Man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Boy, you better hope you don't ever watch this pod.
Ant-Man.
You better hope you.
And I rock with Ant-Man too. That's my dog. Right. Oh, man, you throwing me off. Curry, Booker, Braun, Bam, 80.
I mean, it's still solid, but
that's solid. I'm just saying, I respect the book. I'm just saying, if you ever watch this pod,
yeah,
I kind of want to throw Drew in there too.
So this is mine,
Drew for
right?
defense. Yeah.
My 5 is Drew and KD, LeBron, and Anthony Davis. When I need a team to go out, Anthony Davis play. When I need a team, like say we like close, I need to pull away. That's the squad. Drew gonna play defense. Ant-Man can play defense. LeBron, KD, and then Anthony Davis at the 5. And I'm talking about like maybe like a short, not even like a long stint, like a 10 to 15 minute stretch. We can like a 10-minute stretch. We can like really put some buckets up, but I also got enough defense on the court.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. It just sounds crazy to have Steph just not in the starting lineup or in that clutch lineup. I think
putting
you got so much.
You got so much
I
shooting.
think so too.
Yeah.
You got so much.
He only has to work on one side of
Exactly.
the court.
You got so much scoring in there.
Yeah.
Like Drew is that one person that's gonna guard the best player,
Right.
make them uncomfortable. Ant-Man play good defense, right? And then LeBron and KD gonna be LeBron and KD, and then Anthony Davis clean up the boards.
Yeah.
What we gotta do.
I can see that.
I love Bam to be the starting 5 though. I like Bam international play way better than I like Joel Embiid.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So defensively, right? Like you're just like for a defensive counterpart, because you don't get offensive offensive output.
Yeah.
You'll still have Drew, Bam, and who's your 5?
Drew, Bam, Anthony, Anthony Davis, Anthony, and then KD. Drew, Bam, Anthony Edwards, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, so you still
I
solid
had
on
6. I put 6 in there, didn't I?
I feel like
Because you thinking about KD right now.
Okay, I had Drew at the point and the 2, KD at the
3,
LeBron at the 4, and Anthony Davis at the 5.
Okay.
Or in between KD at the
All right,
4.
so no Bam. Okay.
No Bam. I'm not putting Bam in there.
Okay.
Bam will start for me though. Bam will play way more minutes than Joel.
Yeah. Defensively, you still got Drew.
Yeah.
80, and what's your next best defensive player on that 5?
Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
So it'll be
defensively moments.
Yeah, Bron. But defensively, I had Drew out there for the best perimeter player.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Davis down there blocking shots and cleaning up the book. Anthony Davis is a defensive guy. And then Ant-Man can play enough for good defense. And I got KD just a bucket.
Right.
If KD's healthy, he's a bucket.
That was my
But that's the key thing. He got to be healthy.
If KD's not healthy, take KD out, then I'm putting in Tatum.
Yeah, I was about to say we leaving out Tatum. I don't know. We got something against Tatum, but I think Tatum, he's a great two-way player.
Man, preoccupied, bro.
I think Embiid could be a force too, but I can't trust him.
Embiid play too reckless.
Yeah.
For this international game, he not gonna get them calls that they get in the NBA.
Yeah, he does.
He'll get called fouls on stuff he normally wouldn't call in the NBA. Embiid game, he throws his body around too much.
That's what I'm saying. I can't trust him health wise to really
And Bam, and he's not. I don't know if he's agile. He is agile, but Bam just fits this mold. Even though he's like 6'8", 6'9", he fits the international mold a little bit better.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a problem though. Embiid, what I'm telling you, Embiid gonna have to play. I don't know if they gotta play him. If you play France, at some point in that game, you're gonna have to put Derek White out there because he's long arm and tall. You're gonna have to put LeBron, KD, Anthony Davis, and Embiid out there. Because all the jokes are 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
So at one point, the Derek White had to play the one because he's 6'5", but he got a wingspan of like 6'10" or something.
Right,
like that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they play France, don't be surprised if you see a lineup, some variation of that lineup. That's what I think Embiid is going to be needed.
Right.
If you play Slovenia, wherever Luka, not Luka, but Joker playing for.
Oh, for Serbia.
Serbia.
Yeah.
If
even Greece too.
Greece.
With Giannis.
Is Giannis playing?
Giannis is playing with Greece.
Okay.
And they qualified.
That's peace.
It's going to be a good tourney.
I'm excited to see some of the, like, I watched the Olympics. I'll have it on Peacock at work.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see some of the other games, too. Like, see Greece versus, like, a Luka in them.
Yeah.
Canada versus France. Yeah. Germany versus Spain. Like, it's gonna be some games. The basketball is gonna be intriguing. Not gonna be on prime time though. It'll be intriguing though.
Right.
For all my morning risers at 5 in the morning, you ain't got nothing to do. Turn the game on.
You know what I'm saying? Olympics start next week.
Yep.
Opening ceremony the 26th. I'm a bird. I like watching the open ceremony, especially if it tells a story. The best one I saw was China. China, even though they probably forced the people to do it, it was a great time. It was.
Why you think it was forced the people to speak? Right. Talk about it. Talk about China.
You know what I'm saying? This is your premier spot to get sports.
Go ahead, drop your tag, brother.
Right. Don't let me like y'all. But nah, that South Sudan game is scary, but I do think it's a wake-up call.
Yeah. They just didn't take them serious.
Like I said, this is where like you work out your rosters, right?
Exactly.
Like, where you do like the mix and matching.
If it was against Germany or Canada, I'd be like, I'll give you that. But against South Sudan, and no hate, like Ron said, no hate to South Sudan. You know what I'm saying? But if they did this against like Canada or Germany, I'll be like, okay, we working some stuff out.
Just because how formidable.
Bro, this their first time.
And they only had one NBA player on that roster. What's that?
Ain't Puerto Rico make it to the Olympics with Jose Alvaro?
I think
Puerto Rico made it.
I got to check real quick.
There's some teams that made it for the first time in a long time. Basketball is a global sport. There's pros on all these teams. Some got more than others, but there's pros on all these teams, man. All these teams, man. So, since, you know, the U.S. basketball team is full of stars, and the topic that we did not talk about last week.
Puerto Rico did make it, by the way.
Puerto Rico did make it. See, I thought that, man. Shout them out.
Greece, Brazil, Spain, and Puerto Rico.
That's a group?
Yeah.
What's the group?
The final four spots for men's basketball were Greece, Brazil, Spain, and Puerto Rico. Have all punched their ticket in Paris.
Giannis saved them.
That's going to be tough.
Yeah.
The Nats is about to get off on y'all.
The Nats.
Hey. Left the Nats is cooking the Olympics, man. He might be better for the Olympic Games, man.
The Nats is about to cook.
Did that boy just request a trade? Like, or the Nats?
You know, ain't
nah, he would never.
Yeah.
He'd be out the league.
I heard what Jeff T said, like, the Nats is like when he was playing for that finals run, because Jeff T on that team, he said the Nats is like the energy for, like, Giannis. Like, Giannis needs him there.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't feel right if his brother's not there. And they probably have his younger brother probably play on the Greece team, too.
Oh, yeah.
He actually can ball, though. He can hoop.
Right.
No hate to Nats. He can hoop, too. I ain't gonna hate.
No, you can hate. It's cool.
I wouldn't say one of his brothers requested a trade. I might be getting confused.
None of the brothers are that nice to request any trade.
Yeah, nah. They just have to be there. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I'll throw that hate out there. I'll throw that out there.
Y'all got brothers that language your commercial.
That was peace.
Ain't no brother that good.
Nah.
They ever request a trade, they're probably laughing. They got the office. But anyway, speaking of stars, we didn't talk about this topic last time because Kenny was not here. But we'll talk about boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're talking about stars. what makes a star? You know what I'm saying? Because we saw the SHAKUR fight, and you had a lot of strong emotions about it. So I'm gonna let you rock out about that, because it got a bigger conversation that happened because of that. Like, what is a star, and can you be a good player, a boxer, a good talent, but not be a star? But let's talk about the SHAKUR stuff since we waited for you. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Shout out to socials. Because you know he come back if people.
Hey,
and JP his manager.
I'm here with or James Prince.
Yeah. Right, say the full
Mr. Prince. Nah, man, if I have any hate, it's just his boxing style. So like, it's you go right back to Floyd, man. When it comes to this, he's like the archetype for a lot of these new fighters. It's just that, I know I don't have knockouts, but look how much I made him miss. Whoo, I'm a bad boy. I make him miss so bad. Oh man, I went 12 with Joe the plumber, but I made him miss so bad. We don't pay to see you make somebody miss.
Right.
Thanks.
And in that case, and in that regard, I'm kind of with Cam and Mace for what they said on their pod. Shout out to them.
Shout them out.
But it's like, bro, you trying to swim without getting wet. It's like, bro, you got to put up a fight. You got to make a reason for people to pay for your ticket. You know what I'm saying? Or pay for your pay-per-views. I would hate to see their sales. You know what I'm saying? Because it was not too much on that card. Shout out to my dude, Abdullah Mason. You know what I'm saying? Up and comer. He looking nice. But it's not too much on that card to where, like...
Kashawn was on that card.
That's what I'm saying. It had a bit... Kashawn, too. It's like you have guys that's putting up on the undercard that's putting up more of a fight. Putting up just a pure fight. You know, I get it. It's the art of hit, not getting hit. It's a sweet science, whatever poetic way you want to put it. But it has to be entertaining. So when you spend your time after the fight complaining about calling this guy out, calling that guy out, realize the position you in and why that hasn't changed fight after fight. Why you're calling the top dog and why the top dog hasn't changed. And I'm speaking towards a Gervonta Davis, a Devin Haney, shit for that, Tiafimo.
Devin up there.
Kambosos. But I'm saying, I'm not even a fan of Haney.
No. Go back to the next person. What was that? Devin Haney? Thought we talked about this, Kenny.
What about
Stop adding Kambosos to this list.
That's Kambosos.
You just said it.
Okay.
Take it back, yo.
But but hold on, real quick.
Since 2018.
Real quick. Hold on, but hear me out though. Even with the Kambosos, he's coming off a fight with Lomachenko. The same Kambosos came off a fight with Devin Haney.
He's a great.
The same Kambosos came off a fight with Teofimo Lopez.
I don't know who his agent is.
But that's my point.
And they came to Australia. That's crazy.
But that's my point. You're still getting those fights.
Yeah.
Why are you not getting those fights? We can say it all day where you're on the wrong side of the street. Teofimo was on that side of the street.
Let me play this though. I said this to you. I want to play. I ain't sent it to Ron. I want to play this. What you think about this? This is what Roy Jones said.
He's a very good fighter, but you gotta learn, and I hope you will pay attention to this because it's gonna mean a lot. His feet are good, but sometimes they take him too far out of range to be able to come back and count. The last guy he fought, the guy was a good puncher, so when he was jumping back, he jumped too far back out of range until he couldn't come back and get something right away. You know what I'm saying? And for the fans, it starts to look bored. That's how I say. I feel like he was running. He really ain't running. He just don't understand that distance. Somebody gotta teach him. And I would teach him if they were going to me to teach him. But he gotta understand what I'm trying to tell him. I'm not trying to criticize him. Right. When you say something bad, they take his criticism. Right. No, son. You gotta understand not jump. Okay. People know what up.
Yeah. So basically, Roy is saying he's doing the defensive part, but he's jumping too far back. Yeah. But you can't tell him nothing. And I kind of halfway, when I sent you that clip, that's why I kind of believe, Roy is probably one of the better defensive fighters in his time. Yeah. He probably is doing really good defensively, but then also you got to put on the show, especially against the undercard, for what you were saying. Yeah. Not the undercard, but the people you're working your way up to the top. Right. You got to put a show on. And yes, Nobody hits him. Nobody hits him, but he's not throwing back.
And to that point, it's like I think just to Roy Jones' point, it's like the art of counterpunching, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first step is defense. SHAKUR, and go back to SHAKUR, he's great at that.
Mm-hmm.
Great defensive fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, good feet, good eyesight, good vision, all that. You know what I'm saying? So we're not taking that from him. But the second part, the counterpunching, countering with offense, I guess he said he's taking himself too far out the action, which just looks like he's just backing up. I think even Javante said that before. It was like, what has he shown on film? What has he shown in the ring to make him a threat? He doesn't have high offensive output. He's not, smothering you with punches. He doesn't have great power. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's not, he doesn't have range. He doesn't have, a lot of things that make other fighters a threat. SHAKUR, you don't see that side of SHAKUR. We're not saying he doesn't have that because we just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? So he just...
And the way he came back at camera and like, he doesn't take criticism. He listens to everything everybody say. He might come at us, you know what I'm saying?
But not for nothing, even to that, it doesn't even have to do with anybody external, right? So with Cam, whether it's Cam, Mace, shit, Roy Jones, shit, us, it don't really matter. He's not listening to his grandfather in the corner.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he needs somebody else then. Maybe he needs a Derrick James.
Who knows you better than somebody that's been around?
Sometimes when you got a family member telling you something,
that just falls deaf on the ears. Then
sometimes with a family member, you be like, "That's his grandpa talking." Sometimes when you got look what Derrick James did for
Garcia.
Well, Garcia cheated, but look how Derrick James had your boy prepared for Javante. Just couldn't handle the power. Mm-hmm. That was a great game plan.
Oh, Frank Martin,
yeah, that's the name. It's a great game. Don't laugh. I want whole gate.
It doesn't.
But
him.
Yeah. Him over there. But nah, Frank shout out Frank Martin the Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Is that his nickname?
Yes, brother.
Yeah, okay. Shout him out.
But back to your question as far as like what makes somebody good, but not a star.
That's what I'm about to say. What makes a star? Because when I see a star is box office. A star is somebody you can't miss. LeBron can't miss. Kobe didn't want to miss.
But with box is different to me. So as a casual fan, I mean, I know who SHAKUR Stevenson is, but he can't sell a fight. So for me, it's like, all right, you talk about everyone wants the Floyd Mayweather archetype, but Floyd sold his fights. Yeah. When he's Pretty Boy Floyd, when he's Money Mayweather, people wanted to see him lose. Mm-hmm. He would knock all his wins undefeated, and every person he fought, we know Floyd's a defensive fighter, but everybody tuned in and paid that pay-per-view money to see him lose. And he will back it up in the ring and just talk his shit after. Yeah. SHAKUR Stevenson, he's not box office because he's not a household name.
But do you have to be braggadocious though?
But you gotta be something if your fighting style doesn't lend to that.
Okay,
right, exactly.
Because like Canelo's not braggadocious, but Canelo's a star.
But Canelo can also get you out of there in the ring too.
Diaz don't say much. He's a star.
But he'll get you out of there.
I'm just saying, like
you gotta have either
both or one or the other. Like that's what I'm saying. Like in boxing, I want to take it to all sports. We can take it boxing right now though. Mm-hmm. Boxing stars. Like I personally don't think without the belts, without beating Earl, Terrence wasn't. If Earl beats Terrence, Terrence would not have been a star. Only reason why Terrence is a star now to the masses is because Earl took that fight.
I agree with that.
Earl was a star before him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder, star.
Right.
Fury, a star.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's other people that's good boxers out here, like Sean Porter, great boxer, not a star. Mm-hmm. Sometime used to be a great boxer, not a star. Like it's just people out here that don't have it in them, and maybe SHAKUR that don't have it in them. Maybe just a guy that's gonna be a very good fighter, but don't have star power like that.
Yeah, but even to that point, outside the ring, SHAKUR, he's heavy on Twitter. Anything bad remark you say about him, he's on you. He's on you. Mm-hmm. But when it comes like conference time, it's like, I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think we going, he's a good fighter. It's respectful.
Is Eastside a bigger star than SHAKUR right now?
That boy coming from Mexico. That's different.
The same in America though too.
In America, I would say so. I
think so too.
But yeah,
just he's carrying that Crawford card. Just let y'all know.
Who else on that card? Joshua ain't on that card.
Nah, they took off a lot of people on that card.
Is Anthony Joshua a star?
Huh? Anthony Joshua should have been a star. That's
he had a chance.
And then fought.
Yeah.
If he ended with them L's, if he came on to America and fought and had them wins earlier in his career like he would have been a star. He's a star overseas.
Yeah, but not here.
But America, people don't know him. Like, he's not bigger than Deontay Wilder, which he should be.
Yeah, I agree.
Anthony Joshua's not a star.
But you know, it has to. It's not exactly like the stars aligning because you're not gonna get the box office with every person.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what the sport is, whether it's boxing, basketball, football, it's not just gonna happen for every person. So I'm not just saying this is a one unique formula to success.
You gotta have just something that makes people want to watch.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like even before Tank became a star, people believed in his, his background, where he came from, and that just built out and spread it to where he just.
Like Earl wasn't a star. Earl got out the mud. You know what I'm saying? He had to go overseas.
Right.
Kell Brook.
Had
to hit the road. Fought like 3 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, you know what I'm saying, he got his name up and he became head honcho of the welterweight division. Right. Who else? Ryan Garcia, what y'all want to say? He's a star, bro.
Right.
People gonna pay to see him, bro. When he come back, they're gonna pay to see him.
And even with Mayweather, before Money Made, Creekwood, all that, he was a legacy. Because Uncle and his dad fought professionally.
But then that's what don't give Pretty Boy Floyd the savage credit that he deserves. Pretty Boy used to get people out of here.
Oh yeah.
Early Floyd used to get people out of here.
He used to get knockouts.
Yeah, center of the ring type shit. But it comes so that again, when I go back to that archetype, that was like the ladder of his career. Because at that point when he turned into Money May, you know what I'm saying, his right hand was damaged. He didn't have as much punching power as he did later in his career. He couldn't really hit. So most of his fights, like towards like round 7 and 8, he was fighting them mostly one-handed.
Yeah.
That's where that defensive prowess and his ring IQ gets kind of pushed to the forefront.
Yeah.
But that was later in his career,
Yeah.
After Pretty Boy when he was getting cats out of here. Zab Judah Arturo Gotti know. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he was him. He was him. Yeah. But that's just an element.
Pacquiao, though.
You know what I'm saying? That's just an element that has that separates the good from the elite.
Yeah. So taking it away from boxing, I think football's kind of hard to say who stars was really just quarterbacks. But what about in basketball? What's some players that are just good players but not stars? Like
Jamal Murray.
Yeah, Jamal Murray is a perfect example of that.
It is. Very good player. Not a star. I think De'Aaron Fox is not a star.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox is another one.
There's
a few of them.
It's got, not saying they never could be one.
Yeah.
But I just don't think like De'Aaron Fox is not one. Brandon Ingram, as talented as he is, he's not a star. Mm-hmm. Because a star is somebody like you gotta see. Boxing, I gotta pay for. Like that Tyson Fury fight, I bought that shit and watched it on my phone. It had over the speaker on the way home from work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had to hear what happened. Like I gotta hear what happens live time. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I think about with the star. Yeah. Tiger Woods, ultimate star.
Sunday's gotta be there in front of the TV.
Yeah, bro, demographic to golf. Like people buying Tiger Woods clubs. Tiger Woods had his own Gatorade video game. Mm-hmm. Like Tiger was it. Red shirt Tiger was over. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like Serena Williams.
Yep.
And Venus, star, especially Serena though. Serena was like when I say a star, like you're bigger than just the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta see this. Like I gotta tune in to see this.
Like I said, because those moments. Well, those games or those events turns into moment in time when they are spectacular.
Oh yeah!
Like you remember where you were for a Serena match, or for a Kobe game winner, or
Mayweather fight.
Those are just time capsules at that point. Yeah. That's how we speak of it when it comes to superstars. Now, when we speak of, your boy had a game last night. Like exactly, that's what you kind of meant when you just not saying anything towards their talent or their skill level.
Yeah,
they're great, they're pros. It's given, but it's a very I wouldn't say thin line because it's more than a thin line, but it's just another tier.
Everybody you can be really good.
Everybody can't go.
But a star got to bring out the casuals too. It's going to have the purists and the casuals. Like, so, I mean, the people that you name, like, they don't bring out the casuals. Like, especially in boxing, you talk about Anthony Joshua. You know, because he's a purist, but the casuals don't know who Anthony Joshua is. They're not going to tune in
like
people's fights.
Yeah, it's a lot of people like that. Like even like I said, I take football out of it because football is more of a team marketed sport.
Yeah.
But even like look at baseball. You know what I'm saying? The Dodger players, they get marketed. The Yankee players get marketed.
But that's geared to football. You can't see who the player is.
You can't see who the player is, but like
market.
It's just like some players, like Shohei Ohtani, is gonna make people come fill up the seats.
It's a global star.
Some people fill up the seats.
Yeah.
Judge
for the Yankees is gonna fill up the seats because it's like on the marquee. Who is it? It's Otis Redding and the Temptations.
So
that's really what it is. That's how the star is. Like, yeah, you can say like back in the day it was like Cavs versus Wizards, but really you could put up there LeBron versus the other.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
but I think boxing is suffering because of it. There's not many stars left in boxing, and so I think UFC has surpassed boxing as far as the purists and casuals, people, and entertainment value. I think boxing,
and that's where like you get this watered down product again. Well, I know earlier in the show we were saying no hate, but this is hate for like cats like Jake Paul, or like the Diaz brothers when they step in.
Right.
Or Jorge Masvidal when they step in the ring. It's like, all right, we get it. You got the background, but don't conflate this with that.
But UFC guys really stars. I think they water down their own product. I think they fight too much.
You think so?
I think they fight way too much.
Yeah,
I think you fight 4 or 5 times a year. It's crazy.
Yeah, but
Make me miss you. And I think some of them are starting to do that. Like some of them are like, yo, I'm not fighting no 4 times. I'll fight 2 or 3 times. Let's build it up. But like, look at Adesanya. Don't nobody talk about him no more. He was the biggest thing in UFC.
Yeah, then he lost. But then, just like you talked about Ryan Garcia could come back and get a bag. Same thing for Conor McGregor. Injured every time he steps foot or says he's on the card, people tune in. Whether it's casuals or John Jones. He suspended after like every other fight. Or he has an issue. But when he comes back and he's on the card, everybody wants to watch.
But then like you miss him. And you want to see him again. I'm talking about the actual champions that are fighting regularly. I just think the UFC fights their champions way too much. There's another UFC, and they won, and their pay-per-view model is horrible to me. That's the only thing that's stopping them from really taking over from boxing. I think boxing still.
I think they already took over.
I don't think they. I think boxing got enough that they show.
Now you have 2 stars in boxing right now.
You got more than 2
stars.
But
see,
talk about you're a purist. You're a purist.
I'm not saying, but a casual fan.
You got Tank and who else?
You got Tank. You got Fury. You got Usyk. You got Canelo.
See, I disagree with you.
So what stars in the UFC?
So you still got John Jones. You got
when last time John Jones fight?
He fought, I think, the top of the year.
Okay, I'll give you John Jones.
Yeah.
That's the first time we fought. How long?
We had Daniel Cormier. What? Like I said, he gets suspended, but Conor McGregor. Then I think you have
who's actively fighting.
Actively, I mean, right now,
who's the superstars that are actively
fighting? I
was
going to say there was I can't remember his full name, but it's Sugar.
Because after Khabib left, that they went downhill to me.
And the most active dude is like Alex Pereira right now.
Yeah,
he's a hot name.
He's a hot name. I don't know if he's a star, but I'll give you.
Yeah, he's the dude that Israel Adesanya knocked out last.
Yep.
But ever since that Israel Adesanya, he been on a tear. He been killing up at light heavyweight.
Okay.
Yeah, but Masvidal and
who's like my thing with UFC, right? Why they don't take how they took over boxing. Boxing is still shown on regular ESPN, and it's still shown enough free.
UFC too.
You
don't probably tune into it, but
I see it. But a lot of their cards, how come every other week you got the biggest pay-per-view, biggest, deepest card ever? You can't win like that. You can't promote like that.
They are global now. They've been having fights at Abu Dhabi. They've been having fights.
So is boxing.
Right, but like people are tuning in, live streaming, waking up early.
Like,
the numbers are
Look at the numbers. Pull it
I
up.
can look up the numbers.
But here's where I think
I guarantee you they're not something like they say they something.
But this is like an age-old argument, though, right? So it's like with UFC, I think
They water
UFC
down
and boxing,
their
they do two separate things perfect. UFC, everybody's underneath one umbrella. Boxing, everybody's everywhere. So with boxing, you'll get bigger cards spread out through the year, like 3 or 4 big cards spread out through the year. If they integrated that big card mentality into UFC will be better instead of just throwing out cards.
Like how much the boxing do?
Bi-monthly.
I can't look.
I did 1.3. I ain't saying they ain't making no money, but I don't think they making money like and I get that's your point. Like maybe it's a preference. I could be wrong. Maybe it's a preference. I'd rather you build me. I told y'all a long time ago. I like
boxing only gets $640 million annually in revenue. Well, that's probably pay-per-view, but
it's pay-per-view revenue.
yeah. Let me get. Hold on.
So I told you, I like the story. And I think UFC doesn't tell a story. They just put fighters in. This person talk crap about this person, or you beat this person, you're fighting 2 months from now. Like, build it up. Build. I don't want to see Tank fight 5 times a year.
I think Dana White just markets the UFC fighters better.
You
There's
think so?
no Don King in boxing, right? There's no person that really
markets. There's no.
I'll give you that.
Everybody,
but
everybody's
then,
everywhere.
but then, like you see how Dana White, I don't think UFC people are getting paid like boxers.
No.
That's another story. I just don't like the way they don't have their stuff telling the story. To me, like every other month, it's like, oh, did I just see this person 2 months ago? Or now they fighting this person again in 2 months? Like, where's the storyline? Where are we building? Like, Tank and them built that Frank Martin fight to the point where, like, I looked at it just to see Tank, even though I knew Tank was gonna kill Frank Martin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia built the crap out of that fight. I almost bought it.
And again, going back to the superstar conversation we were just having, now Tank is in.
Close.
What's that?
UFC's number 1. This is Forbes, by the way. In the boxing, I think 5th.
So it's UFC, WWE. They say 1 championships make more than boxing. It says matchroom boxing.
You got WWE making more than boxing right now.
But see, that's just
it's marketability.
That's just Eddie Hearn though. This is dazzling. This ain't even talking about because you got Top Rank made 630.
Yeah,
Matchroom made 850. So if you add that up,
if you add both of them, they probably both supersede.
And then UFC has a valuation of 11.3 billion.
Okay,
Premier,
so Premier has 600 million, right? Top Rank did 630. And Matchroom, which is dazzling, that got all the international fighters, did 850. So 850.
I'll do math after 2. But my point is, is that, like, so going back to that superstar argument we was having, or conversation we was having, you are now invested into a Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin fight. You are now invested just because how they built that storyline. Because of that storyline that's now implemented in your, or that seed that's been planted in your algorithm now Frank can now pivot. He's setting up for a fight with Keyshawn now. You know what I'm saying? That can be a card here down the line. So it's like superstars can build other stars if planned and plotted right. It's just that with UFC, it's just we gotta keep something. We gotta keep some of it going. You know what I'm saying? Where we're not really care about the particulars and the details. We just gonna steamroll you with events. We ain't really gonna build the actual star. And like I said, they both, whether it's UFC or boxing, they both do separate things perfect.
Yeah.
If it was more so like, unilateral on both, they'll both kill. They'll both have. I think they just steal from each other. They'll both be great.
I do like the way UFC got everybody under one umbrella, but I think the competition level of boxing, that's why they boxers get paid more for their fights.
Yeah.
If you're all under one umbrella, then now there's no competition for your promotion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if the barrier to entry is not the same anymore as it was in boxing, he just said Jake Paul is in it. You have people that are fighting that are not even real boxers, in boxing now that are getting more
How
badass.
much of them?
You had Nate Robinson do a fight, who was a basketball player in crossover.
Le'Veon Bell.
Right.
How much of them fights really making?
Jake Paul kicking. He made some.
So is it just the
He just had a
sponsor?
fight this weekend.
Is it just like the sponsorship wants them, or the fight? Like, I don't get how. I don't know who buys.
He brings
fights.
viewers.
I don't know why.
But that's a matter of like Jake Paul's influence prior to boxing too. So he's bringing the odds. This in somewhat capacity similar to Ryan Garcia. They have a presence outside of the ring.
They utilize
brought to the
social
ring.
media well.
You know what I'm saying? So, but
I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? More of the story is Shakir, man. You know what I'm saying? Start knocking some people out, bro. We'll know what you're doing.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I already know you. I think you're a good fighter. I think you could be a champion. Don't think you're ready to fight none of the top dogs, me personally. Did Boots win his fight?
who's won? Yeah, got him out of here.
Okay.
Got him out of here.
You know what I'm saying? I almost forgot about that one. But yeah, man, it's levels to the stardom. You know, now, that's just how life is. You know, it's levels to stardom, like it's levels to like real life workers, everything. And like with Shakir, he just got to find. I don't know if he's the trainer, new mindset, new whatever, but he's got to find how to put on the show. Got to put on the show.
Yeah,
And that's all boxing still is a show.
Yeah,
It's not, you can't hide behind scoring 30.
Yeah.
You can't hide behind getting 10 tackles and 2 sacks, pause.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hide behind shooting a course record in golf. Boxing is you, another person, mano to mano, and you got to put on the show.
Yeah, there's still got to be some entertainment value to it, you know, just like you said. But also, I'm about to get into my purist bag about it too. I don't know if we got time for that, but the point system for boxing might have something to do with it too. I just thought about this, like the point scale.
The judges.
Yeah. The way they score rounds. You know, back in the day when like Hearns and Hagler and Sugar Ray, all them was fighting, they would score higher for more punches you throw. That's why they just in there just having an all out like slugfest. Whereas now they just like quality punches.
It should be that way though.
You know what I'm saying? But if it was more of a older model where they just looking like, you know, they scoring who threw more punches, you know what I'm saying? That's where you would get that old school entertainment value. Because then you telling them, you instructing, hey, as long as you throw more punches, you might have a chance to win. It's like back in the day, if you hit somebody, if Hearns hit Hagler coming right back trying to get his lick back, and so they can match up on the scoreboard. But you know, things change. To the point, it's just about being, just bringing that same type of electricity to whether it's in the stadium, pay-per-view, whatever. It got to be some type of entertainment value to it as well. It can't just be about I'm one on the cards. That's not gonna get it done.
That's not gonna get it done, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I think we'll pause it off right here, man. Good episode. You know what I'm saying? Welcome my man Kenny back. You know what I'm saying?
Get my bag on that one.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Welcome Kenny back off suspension. Got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Because
sit down, reevaluate, you know, really get had to sit down, talk to my therapist.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Closer to God. You know.
We back though. We back in full strength now. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, man, you catch us anywhere you get your podcast at. All podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple Pod, Amazon, iHeart, anywhere. Catch us on YouTube at 5 p.m. every Monday. All episodes drop on Monday. You can go back and check out because we stacking them up, man. It's a good bit of episodes out here. A little catalog starting to stack up, man. Starting to stack up on us. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget to follow us on IDK Sports Pod. Don't forget to follow me. Follow me and Anthony E. Gray on Instagram. Follow my man Kenny at Finesse in the Gram. You can also follow my man Ron at Cold World. You know what I'm saying?
Cold World 32.
32. Don't forget the 32. You know what I'm saying? Or Wizard Kelly himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Case. No face, no case.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Good episode. See y'all next Monday.
Yeah.
And until next time, holla.